Hillary Clinton continues her grievance tour around the United States. Could be coming to a town near you soon. Tickets at this point are heavily discounted. They'll probably be paying people to go by the very end. It's never quite clear who Hillary will blame for her election loss, but we do know she never blames herself or her failure to campaign in key states like Wisconsin. By the way, we don't think the tour is going to Appleton anytime soon. She did make it to L.A., though, the other day, where she implied that the 2016 election was, quote, stolen from her. Watch.
I think it's also critical to understand that, as I've been telling candidates who have come to see me, you can run the best campaign, you can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
Yep, they stole it. They stole it. Sad. And she's not the only Democrat disputing election outcomes. Failed Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams says that she won her election. At a fundraiser in Houston over the weekend, Abrams told her audience, quote, "I'm here to tell you a secret that makes Breitbart and Tucker Carlson go crazy. We won," she said. "I am not delusional." That's reassuring. "I know I am not the governor of Georgia, possibly yet." By the way, whenever they tell you, "I am not delusional," which is always what the guy next to you in the bus tries to assure you, it makes you wonder. In reality, Abrams did lose that race by more than 50,000 votes. It's not a close margin. The great irony in all of this is that Democrats say that Trump can't accept election outcomes. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi just told the New York Times she worries about whether the president will accept the 2020 results if Democrats win by a narrow margin. She felt the same way about the midterms. She recalled that before last November, she believed that, quote, "if we win by 4 seats by 1,000 votes each, he's not going to respect the election." Because everything is projection. Sigmund Freud called it. Mark Steyn is the best-selling author and really the best guest on TV and joins us tonight. So here's yet another example, Mark, of them accusing you of what they're doing. Are they not aware that they're doing this?
I think Hillary Clinton is totally unaware when she says that, you know, you run the best campaign and all the rest of it. She's actually clutching at straws as to why the inevitable candidate did not win. But this is really the flip side of what you were talking about with Molly just now, because these two stories run in parallel. The Democrats essentially provide political cover for all these FBI types monkeying around, wiretapping and surveilling the opposition. Because if the Democrats didn't lend it political cover, we would all see it for what it is, the deep state gone rogue. Right. At the same time, the deep state's investigation of George Papadopoulos and co. provides cover for the Democrats as to why Trump's victories, Republican victories, are never legitimate. So in a sense, these two things operate on twin tracks and support each other. But when you have someone like Stacey Abrams actually saying, we don't need to concede anymore because this entire system is oppressive and out to get us, the Democrats are coming close, actually, to making politics entirely impossible. And when you do that, it doesn't actually leave much else except civil war. So by delegitimizing this process, they are actually playing with matches.
When you say that the election is illegitimate because the system's illegitimate, because the founding documents are illegitimate, because the people who wrote them were racist, at a certain point, aren't you really saying, like, I don't need to play by your rules, I'm just going to seize power when I can?
Well, Stacey Abrams' argument is, unless I win, the election was rigged. Right. And Hillary Clinton, who is a far more senior figure than Stacey Abrams, actually came close to saying that on stage in Los Angeles. Because I didn't win, the system must be rigged. And actually, when I read that Nancy Pelosi thing, I don't think Trump is like that at all. I think if Trump were to lose narrowly, He'd sound off on Twitter. He'd say the presidency is for losers. Living in the White House was so degrading after you've lived in Trump Tower. I'm going to build a fabulous new Trump resort in Kazakhstan. Screw you all. He'd have a ball with, if he lost, he'd have a ball and he'd be gone. But what the Democrats have done for the last 2 years, in particular Hillary Clinton, it's Hillary Clinton's refusal to lose, tied to what we've been talking about with all these deep state guys going rogue in alliance with foreign intelligence agencies, eavesdropping, monitoring, trying to entrap American citizens. These two crimes are actually the same crime, and one half supports the other half.
Very smart, as always. Mark Steyn, thank you.
Thanks, Tucker. Great being with you.